Happiness is a choice. Really? A short while ago, I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety. And a lot of very well meaning people wanted to help out and give really good advice and told me exactly that happiness is a choice. If you've ever been in this situation before, I'm sure you had a lot of other yourself, some well meaning friends and people around you who wanted to help out and told you happiness is a choice. And if you're anything like me, that was essentially the last thing you want to hear because it's kind of like assigning blame. It's your fault. It's your fault you feel this way. It's your fault you're in this situation. And it's your ability and responsibility to get yourself out. Which is fair enough. Yes. Okay, that could be true. That might not be true. Like I said, I'm not here to judge. I know a lot of people who absolutely ascribe to that and believe it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And after reading books like Man's Search for Meaning, people in horrific situations in concentration camps that whose whole world was absolute torture were able to escape that reality by going inside their minds and creating a different reality for themselves and getting through it, which is wonderful, and that proves that yes, it's true. Yet there were a lot of other people who didn't. Some of us have that ability. Some of us have developed that ability and possibility to be that way, to have that emotional intelligence or control over our minds and our emotions. But some of us have not, or not yet. I, for one, was is not yet. It's definitely not yet. Having said that, though, saying things like happiness is a choice, or you are choosing to be in this place. It goes so far in many cases people would say you're actually addicted to this bad feeling. You're addicted. You're not just depressed, you're not just sad, you didn't just choose it, but you're an addict at the same time. Now, I know you're well meaning, and I know that the heart behind it, I know the intention behind it. So even though you might have a different set of emotions come up that might be a little bit aggressive, might be a little negative, it comes from the right place. Folks are just trying to help, they just don't know how. Or they believe they know how and they're trying the best they can. I would like to propose something. You might agree with it, you might not agree with it. It's completely up to you. I'm happy to have a discussion about this, as I said before. The reason I created this channel was, first of all, as a vlog for myself to put my thoughts down, but also to maybe elicit some conversations with people so we can find solutions that normal people like ourselves might be able to get behind and help us. So I'd like to propose this. With regard to happiness being a choice, can we see it a bit differently? Is it okay to see it a bit differently? Do I have your permission? Can we rather say the journey towards happiness is a choice? I am relaying this because it helped me a little bit more than just happiness is a choice, which kind of made me feel like a failure, like I've not chosen to be happy, therefore I'm depressed. And I can choose happiness like this and suddenly, magically, I'll become happy. It might happen. I don't say it doesn't happen in the world. Some people have achieved that, but for the most people that I've spoken to, and myself included, that wasn't the case. But we can choose to embark on the journey towards happiness. Which means, if you do not instantaneously achieve it, doesn't mean you're a failure. But that's where you're going. We have actively chosen not to accept this reality. I don't accept being miserable. I don't accept being depressed. I don't accept this, even though that's my reality right now. And what this did for me, this is what it did for me, okay? Like I said, everybody has their own experiences. What this did for me was one very, very important thing. It shut the voice in my head up. It shut the voice up. Because that little voice, when you're saying to them, I choose to be happy, I choose to be grateful, I choose for everything in my life, to see things in a way that's wonderful and pleasant and content and peaceful and wonderful, and the voice going in the back of my head says, you're a big fat liar. You're lying. Who are you trying to kid? You're trying to fool me? I'm you. You can't fool me. I know exactly what's going on. And then you revert back to how things were originally. But when I said to the voice, I know how things are. I know how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling miserable. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling really, really bad right now. But I choose to not continue down this path. I want to take a different path. I know it's possible. We all know it's possible. We've all seen happy people. We've all seen contented people, people at peace, people that have purpose, people that are a lot more joyful than what we were if we are in that state. So it's possible. And it's our choice to choose to pursue getting that. So that's my proposal. You might agree with it, like I said before. You might not agree with it. You might have a different perspective, a different point of view. You might even have even better advice, which will be awesome. That will be amazing. If you have anything better, please let me know. Please let the rest of us know. Let's have a conversation about this. 'Cause I'm sure it's on a lot of people's minds right now. Things are not great. things are not great in the world. And if we come together with the intention, please guys, this is very, very important. Intention is everything, okay? Intention makes us understand things in a totally different way. Nobody has the intention to hurt anybody else. Well, very few people do. If we want to give somebody advice, our intention is to help them. Now, we don't know what will help them. We don't know what is meaningful for us. Might be meaningful for them as well. So is happiness a choice? I believe indirectly, yes, it is. Indirectly, it is a choice. But there's a journey. There's a way to get there. There's a development. There's a growth that needs to happen. And because we can't choose to be at the top of the mountain right now, we are not failing. You just take the first step. You just find out where's the path, which is the way I need to go. Let's start planning our way to the top of the mountain. That is also a choice. And it's an easier choice than jumping from a pit of despair to the top of Everest. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Those are my thoughts for today. Thank you very much for joining me. With respect and gratitude, thank you.